Hi guys, welcome to DevOps World. This is Harish Kumar Reddy. So far we discussed about the Docker Compose file in last previous session. I was installed the Docker Compose file also, but I can try to recap the Docker Compose file in this session. I'll try to take use case scenarios in this particular part of scenario. Okay. So now how we can work on the Docker Compose file. So basically, what is Docker Compose actually? Suppose if you have like I can go with the paint so that you can understand what is a thing is going on in Docker actually. So that you can understand what is a familiar which we are trying to find out how we can work on the progress. Okay, so now let's go with Docker host. We are trying to go with Docker host now. We are trying to go with Docker host. Let's take a text. So this is the Docker host. In this Docker host, suppose I have a multiple servers. Suppose I have a multiple server, server 1, server 2, server 3. Okay, like this. I can take some servers. I can take C1. I can take C2. I can take C3. C3. Okay. Suppose if I'm taking multiple servers here. Okay. So here, what happens here when we are trying to go with ad hoc, that is the previous, we already seen the ad hoc commands, right? Suppose if I want to apply these three servers at same time in ad hoc, it will take very complex to understand. Okay. So if I want to insert one command, if I want to insert another command, I want to insert another command like this, I can have multiple problems here to work on the progress. Okay. So that how we can try to go here is we are trying to go with allocating some different types of techniques. Okay, so what kind of techniques here is we are whatever you are trying to allocate, whatever you're trying to allocate anything as per your efficiency, so that you can understand very easily. So that okay, I can apply with one progress. I can apply all the servers. That is, we are working on Docker Compose. Docker Compose. Okay, so while I want to create a single files for a single server, I can try to create these multiple servers at one single time. Okay, so if you create one single server for each command, it will be very complex to understand. Okay, but now similarly, if you go with the multiple containers, similarly if you're working on multiple containers, then how you can try to work on the efficiency, how you can try to work on the how you can try to move the efficiency part, that's very important. Okay, so for this, you need to allocate Docker Compose file. So with the one use case scenario, I can try to ping multiple servers. I can try to ping the multiple servers. This is what we are trying to do right now in our Docker Compose file. The main efficiency of Docker Compose file is whenever you're working with multiple servers at single shot, we'll try to go with the number of use cases as per your site. Okay, so this is what we are trying to do now. So for this, we already installed Docker Compose file. We already installed the Docker Compose file. We are trying to connect the server. Okay, so now how we can work on the progress. Let's take Docker Compose file now. So I already told you that Docker Compose file will works under the YAML file. Okay. So whatever we want to launch, any file, it is linking with the file format. That is YAML file for file format. It is not a scripting file. Okay. So, and one more thing, Docker Compose file will try to add the keys and value pairs. So add the keys and value pairs so that you can try to understand easily, so that what kind of coordinates you are trying to come on the keys, whatever your coordinates you are trying to come on the values, so that we can understand very easily as per your comfort level. Okay, so this is, and one Docker Compose file is completely like space intent. We are trying to work on the space intent file so that you can try to allocate these files. Okay, so previously we already seen that YAML file, that is Ansible playbooks, but now we are trying to work on the same pattern, but here we are working on keys and values. That's it. Okay, so whatever you're trying to see, the first three lines, that is a parent, and whatever you have seen the left hand side, file. That is the keys, and these are the values. Okay, so keys will be same. So whatever you want to allocate, it depends upon your requirement. You are trying to work on the keys, and values will be differ as per your side. Values will be differ. So keys are primary, and values are it is not permanent. It is currently like dynamic way. Okay, and we so far seen that we installed Docker Compose file. We'll check Docker Compose version so that we can understand very easily what is this. Okay, so I'll try to see the version. Docker Compose version. Yeah, Docker Compose version is created. Okay, so now we'll try to discuss about some use case scenarios to understand this concept. So for this, we create a Docker Compose file setting the dev environment. We are trying to work on the dev environment. So MySQL Server is linking with the WordPress. Okay, so for this, I'm trying to go with Docker Compose.yaml file. I'll try to work on the progress. Okay, so enter. So I have already this file actually. I can go with go to insert mode, escape. DD stands for delete the lines. I'm trying to delete the lines here. I'm trying to delete the lines. Escape colon. Okay, so not escape. Go to insert mode. We are trying to copy this file. So I want to maintain the parent action. I want to maintain the version. So what kind of version? So your software version, that is MySQL Server is working with the version, and WordPress is also working with the version. Every application will works on the versions only. And we are trying to go with services. What kind of services? MySQL and WordPress. Okay, so MyDB I was created backend server, and my site, that is front end server, I'm working on this. Let's copy this file, and I'll try to add this file, and you can paste escape colon WQ enter. Okay, so now how to take this execution part. So first remove the previous container size. From your side, please try to remove the previous containers, because it might be take a duplicate partition also. Remove the previous containers. Next, we are trying to go with Docker Compose up. This is the command where we can create a service from your side. I'm trying to create a service from this only. Okay, so let's go with the terminal, and you can paste this here. And so MySQL Server is pulling, and it is extracting the things. Yeah, so it is pulling and extracting the things. It will take some time. It is failed over. Okay, we need to remove the files, guys. Okay, anyway, we'll try to remove all the files by using system pune system-a. So this is the command which helpful for your removing the previous histories completely. Yes. I'm removing all the previous files. Yes, let's clear the screen. Okay, so now what I can do, I can try to remove these containers also. Yes. So after that, what we are trying to do, we are trying to do same thing, same working file. Let's copy this file, and you can try to paste it here. Okay, and go to insert mode, escape, colon, WQ, enter. Okay, so now after that, what we are trying to do here is we are trying to go with the Docker Compose up. Docker Compose up. Yeah, now it is extract. I hope this will be not creates error for me. Yes, see here, it is working. Previously we got error, but now we are not getting an error because we need to remove the images previously. Whatever you have a content, please remove the images. Okay. So now it is working successfully. Now, after that, what we are trying to do here is let's take public IP address. This is very important for us. Okay, so now let's take public IP address. Let's connect the server. Let's connect the server of public IP address. Okay, so now you can paste and you can try to go with official port number. What is the official port number of WordPress? 5050. So I'm trying to go with 5050. This is so 5050 5050. So this is, I hope this will be works. Yeah, WordPress is working currently. You can choose and you can try to go with continue. So this is welcome to WordPress and you can get start these things. Okay. So this is how we can go as per your side. Okay. So let's go. So this is how we can try to create a WordPress. Okay. So, and you can give this one to your admin, your WordPress team. That's it. This is what we are trying to do. Okay. So with the one multiple with so front end and back end database, I can connect only one server. Okay, that is we are working on Docker Compose file. Okay, remember this. Okay. Next, we are trying to go with the next use case scenario is we are working with the LAMP architecture here. So we are same thing. We are working with the Docker Compose file only. We are working on LAMP architecture now. Let's Control C to come out. Control C. I'm trying to stop the containers. I'm trying to stop the containers. Now you can try to go with paste, enter. So now you can try to go with go to insert mode. DD escape. DD stands for delete the lines. DD stands for delete the lines. Go to insert mode. Then we are trying to work on the progress. We are trying to work on the progress. We are trying to work on the progress. Escape colon WQ enter. Okay, so now we are trying to go with we are trying to go with the Docker Compose of -d. Okay, so we are trying to go with detached mode. We are trying to work on the detached mode. Go to insert mode. So currently it is working. Yeah. So here Tomcat server is working currently, and PHP is also working currently. See here, PHP. So it is going with sequential pattern. Yeah, Apache is also running. Okay. So now after that, what we are trying to do here is we are trying to go with the Docker container ls. We are trying to work on the Docker container ls. Yes. So Docker container ls. So after that, what we are trying to go, if you want to go Docker ps-a, it will show the PHP file also. We are trying to see the PHP file. Yes, see here, PHP file is also running. Previously, we shown only 2 containers, but now we are trying to see the 3 containers here. Okay, so this is how we can try to see the containers as per environment. That is, we are working on Docker Compose files. Okay, so the next one is which we are trying to move here is we are trying to go with the CI/CD environment by using Docker. Okay, we are trying to work on the CI/CD environments now. Okay, so for this, please try to remove the previous containers so that it will be very beneficiary to you guys. Let's go with system -a. Let's copy this file. Now you can try to go with go to yes. So I'm deleting all the things. One point. Let's clear the screen. Okay. So now what I can do, I can try to go with the Docker Compose file. This is what we are trying to do. Go to insert mode. Go to insert mode. Escape. Just to go to DD stands for detached mode. Go to insert mode. Okay, so now we are trying to take this file. We are trying to take this file. Let's take this file. Okay, so next we are working with 2 Tomcat containers by using Jenkins file. Okay, so I'm working on 2 Tomcat containers now. So I'm using Jenkins. I'm working with 2 Tomcat containers. Okay. So now I'm trying to go with Docker Compose of -d. We are trying to go with Docker Compose of -d. We are trying to remove the files and we are trying to add the files. So currently Jenkins is pulling now. Jenkins is pulling. Yeah. So now, after that, what we are trying to do, let's take public IP address from your side. Let's take public IP address. You can paste and you can try to go with the first one is 70, 70, 88, 88, 99, 90, 90. 70, 70. Let's take 70, 70. The first one. Jenkins file is working. Next, I'm trying to work on, okay. 88, 90. It is not working here currently. It is not working. See what happens here, because we need to remove all the containers, we need to remove all the files. That's a problem for me. So I can try to remove the files now. One second, we'll try to go with this. I'll try to go with these files. Previous it was done, but now let's see. I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to remove all the files. Okay. I think a server issue. I think let's close this terminal, guys. So again, I will try to connect the server. Let's connect the server. Yeah. So we'll continue the class, guys. So below, but no worries. So we are trying to go with Docker Compose file. We are trying to work on the Docker Compose file. Okay, go to insert mode. So currently I'm just going with this escape colon WQ enter. Okay. So once you try to enter this file, now what we are trying to do here is we are trying to work on the Docker Compose of -d. We are trying to go with Docker Compose -d. We'll try to do this now. Can try to go with remove also, because we never done this file. Just I can try to go with this for my sake, because if I don't want to run this server, then what I can do? I'm trying to delete all the containers now. I'm trying to delete all the containers now. Okay, let's clear the screen, and I'll try to go with again this concept. escape colon W, enter. Now, hyphen D. We are trying to go with update my servers. Okay. So now we are trying to go with the, if I go with Docker container, let's see this. Yes, all are running currently. That's fine. Now we'll take public IP address, guys. Public IP address with what is the port number? Port number 7070 8899. 7070. Yes, Jenkins is working, and 8899, and we are trying to go with the 9090. So previously we never we previously the servers are not working, but now the servers are working. See here, Jenkins is open dashboard, and we are working with Tomcat server, and we are working with production server. Okay, so this is what we are trying to go with Docker Compose files. Previously we never worked, but now we are, so it is server issue, guys. That's why we never done this, but now we are trying to work on this progress. Okay, so this is how we can try to create a multi-containers in Docker Compose file. Okay, this is very, very important. So tomorrow I'll try to discuss. So please try to go with this use case scenario, guys, from your side. You can do assignment for me, and you can try to send me in comment section for me. Okay, so please try to go with this Docker Compose file by using testing environment. I'm trying to go with this. Now I'm trying to work on the two nodes. That is, so please try to see this video, this complete program, and you can try to run this file. Docker Compose of FND, and we are trying to go with 5901. So it will works, guys. Don't worry. So definitely you can practice this one, and you can try to send me in comment section for me. Okay. So tomorrow I'll discuss about Docker volumes. That's very, very important. We'll try to discuss this tomorrow. Okay. So this is all about today's class, guys. Thank you so much.